Want to know exactly how much a retired couple makes flipping things on eBay? Fletchflips is going to show you. We show it all. The net profits after all costs and fees. It was a good weekend. So let's get to flipping. All right, first up here for the weekend was a vintage 80s Carhartt Union Made USA Sherpa lined vest. These things are gold, baby. If you can find them. We paid $8.48 for this at a thrift store, and we sold it for $47.77 plus $10.23 shipping. That left us a net profit of $36.34. Just an easy sale. Can't beat it. Next up, believe it or not, another Kirby item. A Kirby G5 outer cloth bag. $32.77 plus the shipping of $10.23. Net profit $27.66. Pretty unreal what it adds up to. We sold 25 things this weekend. At the end, we're going to show you an entire breakdown. If you've been here before, you've seen our geeky spreadsheet, but we're going to have it here again, so you'll want to stay tuned to see it. Let's get on to the next one. Take a look at this. A J. Garcia tie, vintage, 2004. Still had the tags on it. In the wrapper. Sold it for $27.77 plus $6.23 shipping. I bought these at our local thrift store. I bought 3 ties. This is the first one to sell, but I paid, it was, they were, what were they? Let me take a look here. $5.72 with the tax. Not a bad sale. Ended up making us $19.60 net profit. An estate sale pickup. Had this for quite some time. Bought this back in April of last year. But that's okay. It sold. We paid $7.50 for it at that estate sale. Sold for $27.77 plus the $13 shipping, which gave us a net profit of $19.03. Well, we didn't have any craziness this week, which I guess is a good thing here at Fletch Flips. It was sane. But who knows what will happen this coming week, because we're going to be back here next Monday, and we'll share them with you if we have some. I do have some really good news. Fletch Flips, in the month of January, sold 201 items with gross sales of $5,381. Now, that's before fees and cost of goods and shipping and stuff, but that makes a nice net profit after everything. So stick around, because you never know what might flip up at Fletch Flips to flip on eBay. Nice looking jacket. Distressed look, Urban Outfitters brand. Found this at the local thrift store. Had to pay $8.48 for it. It sold relatively quickly. Only took 26 days. Sold for $37.37 plus the shipping of $10.23. And that left us with a net profit of $27.66. Another Kirby front wheel assembly. Sold this for $31.77. And it made us a net profit of $16.11. Simple, simple, simple. This was an easy pickup. Local thrift store. There were 2 of them, brand new in the box. Instant translators. This thing is going to Argentina. We picked it up for $5 plus a tax of 30 cents. So $5.30 turned into a net profit of $18.34. Sold it for $32.77, free shipping. We have 1 more left. We bought 2 of them that day for $5 a piece. I love things like this. This is the 3rd one of these we've sold lately. I bought a bunch of these at a garage sale for $1 a piece. It comes in a little packet like this, and it's a hearing aid care kit with all the stuff in it, and they've started to sell. I had them priced higher thinking I could get more money for them, but they just weren't selling. But I think I've found the sweet spot at $17.77 plus the shipping of $9.23. I think I have that right down here. Yep, $9.23 shipping. So not a bad deal for $1 investment. Made us a net profit. Can't remember if I said that already, but I'm going to tell you again if I did. $15.64 a piece we make on these. I like flipping stuff like this. I have multiples of them, so it's a good deal. This one didn't make it into the smalls category. I sell these as a supply and demand item, and I fluctuate the price up and down. I only had one left. Well, I had two, but we sold the other one. I've priced them lower and then I've priced them higher, and it just all depends. This one sold for $22.77, and it made us a net profit of $14.36. It doesn't get much simpler than this. I think you're catching the pattern of simple. Having simple things to list, simple things to ship and to sell is the way to go. It's just awesome, easy money. A Tommy Armour 845S Silver Scott golf club. It's a 9-iron. We've had a bunch of these. They're not the fastest of sellers, but I can usually pick them up so cheap I can't pass them up. We got $27.77 for this one, and that made us a net profit of $14.15 after the shipping of $8.81. We had free shipping on it. Super easy, or I should say super simple. Now a bowling bag. We love sporting goods. Picked this up in an estate sale. Came with the bowling ball. Paid $2.50 because they had it marked $5, but it was the second day of the sale and they were 50% off. So we got $1.25 in this. We got $15.77 for it, plus the $15.79 shipping. That left us with a net profit of $12.99. Rolling strikes. Now we have a couple of nice, profitable Charles Wasaki puzzles. My girl put this one together. It was called Roll Call with a Bang. She assembled it and we sold it, $22.77. We picked this one up at a garage sale. I had to pay a thrift store, $2.58 for it. They were asking $2.99, but we get 15% off because we're seniors, and it works out pretty good for us. Made a net profit of $13.70. That'll buy us a few more puzzles for my girl to put together. And also this one, same lady bought both of these. Assembled puzzle on my wife's puzzle table. Pretty nice. Actually, the puzzle I showed you in the small is one of those she bought also. She bought 3 of them. So that's pretty darn cool. So $21.77. This puzzle, where did I put it? Here it is. $12.10 net profit. Pretty puzzling. And we sold another Farberware panhandle. This is the exact same one as the one I showed you before, but it doesn't have the hanger hook on it. Got $21.77 for this one. Net profit of $13.36. The reason it's a little more than the other one is because we only paid $1 for this one. The pan and the handle was $1. Can't beat it. Now we're going to share with you the smalls that we sold for the weekend. Smalls are items that we made a net profit of $12 or less on. Here we go. All right, here we are with the smalls. Smalls are things that make us a net profit of $12 or less. If you've seen our previous videos, you've seen it's a small world before. We picked up these pair of women's silver jeans for $2 at a garage sale. I ended up lowering the price. We've had them for quite some time. We bought 5 different pairs, and all 4 of those sold relatively quickly, but these have been hanging around. Sold them for $22.77, and they made us a profit of $7.57. Pretty simple trade. A Detroit Red Wings hat. Had this for quite some time, but we got $7.77 for it plus $6.23 shipping, made us $6.30. Nice return on a $1 investment. And a pair of Lee Dungaree jeans that we picked up at a thrift store, local one here, sold them for $15.77 plus shipping of $8.23. They cost us $3.71 with tax at the thrift store. They were 25% off from the $5, I believe is what it was. Yeah. And we made a net profit of $9.01. And here we have a Magic Bullet 16-ounce cup with the blade for a blender, a Magic Bullet blender. Parted this thing out. These don't bring that much. We got $14.77 in it, but after piecing the blender out, we only had $1 in it. So why not list it? Super simple. And it made us $7.04. What the heck? Buys a sandwich. and a necklace leather pouch, tool belt pouch. We picked this up at a garage sale for $3. Sold it for the $21.77, free delivery, and it made us a net profit of $8.62. And another Dirt Devil, a roller brush. Just have these in a drawer. People buy them. I put them in a bubble bag, ship it out. $10.77. They don't make much, but they're very little work, so why not do it? $4.91, basically a $5 bill in our pocket. And our regular sales of farberware items. You saw a couple of them we sold earlier that were not qualified as smalls because they made us over $12. But here in the handles, we did sell a stock pot handle. We sold it for $19.77, and it made us a net profit of $8.21. And another skillet leg. If you remember in previous videos, if you saw them, we bought a vintage farberware electric skillet for $5. We sold the heat control thing for 30 some dollars, and I list these legs for $14.77 a piece. This is the third one we've sold at $14.77. They make us a net profit of $7.09. So 7 times 4, $28, and all you got to do is throw it in a bubble wrapper and send it out. And we sold a 10-inch farberware lid, and we sold that for $16.77 plus $7.23 shipping. Made us a net profit of $11.26. Gotta love the lids. And a couple more puzzles. These qualify as smalls simply because they didn't break the $12 threshold of making us over that much money. So we sold this doors and windows puzzle right here for $17.77. That made us a net profit of $5.89 because it went to California, so the shipping was a little bit more because we didn't charge for shipping. Sold this one for $15.77. These are puzzles that I marked down to $15.77 as a last resort, simply because there aren't that many, or there are a lot of them listed and not that many have sold. And I'm not going to collect puzzles. This still made us $4.75. We only paid $1 for it at a garage sale, so it made us a little bit of money. It paid for the puzzle, and it paid for us to buy another puzzle for my girl to put together. So we sold 11 smalls this weekend. Those 11 smalls made us $80.65 after our cost of goods, our eBay fees, and the cost to ship them. It's not all bad because they're just so stupid simple to do. So they work out for us for an extra $80. Now let's take a look at this geeky spreadsheet and see exactly how much money we put in our pocket this weekend. Our totally crazy awesome geeky spreadsheet. If you've been here before, you've seen it. But those of you that have not been here before, this is the column of where we bought the item. This is the items that we bought. This is the cost we paid for each item. The number of days it took to sell it. The price we collected for each item. The shipping that we charged. You notice there's a lot of free shipping in this one because they were smaller priced items. We'll cover that in a future video of how we decide whether we're going to give free shipping or we're going to charge for the shipping and calculated shipping. This is what it costs us to ship each item in this column. These are the eBays for each and every item and the net profit that we made on every single item. As we said in the beginning, we show you it all. 25 items. $79.79 is what we paid for all 25. Average number of days to sell was 80 on these items. And you can see it varies from item to item of how many days we had it in inventory. The price that we sold each item for was, and the total amount was $564.09 is what we collected. We collected $96.63 in shipping. It cost us $144.25 to ship everything. But there again, all these free items. $94.71 is what eBay charged us to advertise our items worldwide. So that's not all bad in my opinion. Our net profit that we put in our pockets for this weekend, $341.97. Not bad for a retired couple just doing this part-time. It's a great side hustle. We love flipping things on Fletch Flips. And watch it for more of our videos because you never know what might flip up at Fletch Flips. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We will see you next Monday. Live a crazy good day.